Welcome back to another season of Drift Garage. In previous years, we've built everything from a twin-turbo Nissan 370Z to this custom all-purpose Titan truck, and even an anti-lag street Toyota 86. And we're going back to our roots and rebuilding this beat-up and broken down 20-year-old Nissan 240SX. And while we're at it, we're also going to be building this 1972 Datsun 510 wagon. But this time, we're going to be wrenching in a regular old home garage, my garage. So there you have it, just a couple of old cars with some simple mods being built in a regular garage by a regular guy. And the best part about it is, I got my good buddy Ryan Tuerck to help me every step of the way.
Wait, what? This car we're about to build is owned by a real idiot. Drift idiot. No, it's this jerk.
He bought it as a mildly prepared drift car and did a couple mods himself, did a SR20 swap.
Which is a good move.
Yeah, no, it's a good motor. And you know, he made a whole web series about not knowing how to build a drift car, and he did a wonderful job at explaining that because we have a real mess in our hands.
Well, before we start working on this car, let's watch this turd.
That's right. Shame. 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 Shame.
Yeah, Forsberg, good coverage,
Shame.
good coverage.
Shame.
We are debranding some terrible stylized vinyl that was put on this car.
I don't know, it looked pretty good to me.
Using a heat gun usually helps, so you save your fingernails.
This would not be my first color choice at all.
Way to be real nice about it.
Yeah, this is a pretty awful shade of blue. All right, well, let's see what we got ourselves into.
Well, we got a hood that looks like absolute garbage. The latch is closed, so only half the hood shuts.
Don't look at that too long. Just open up. We're throwing all this out. Looks like a blow motor.
The intercooler hole through the fender well here looks really good and rusty.
Yeah, it looks like you cut that up with a fork. And missing a couple of pipes, but you know, hopefully those are in the trunk so we can put this thing back together. I think I can see this broken hose down here, the culprit. Oh. That's that blown motor.
You should also get legit hose if you're gonna run it next to a very hot manifold and turbo.
Yeah, I wonder why that didn't last. This cage is pretty rusty. Definitely should have painted that before he put all his interior back in.
I mean, you should really focus on safety and get some legit padding up here.
There it is.
There it is.
That's a pull needle. But, well, at least we found those missing pipes. So
we're
gonna get this motor fixed right up. No problem. Well, there you have it. Tuerck, you ordered the parts, right?
Yeah, of course I ordered the parts. Parts here.
Parts?
Parts, 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 parts.
What kind of fool am I? Why
Parts, 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 parts.
I don't mind if you let me down. I don't mind, so stick around. Happy loving, baby. Happy love is mine. Happy loving gets me, gets me, gets me every time. Happy loving, baby. Happy loving's mine. Happy loving gets me, gets me.
So let's break down the parts list. Starting in the back of the car, we're going to replace all of the arms with fully adjustable units and also get rid of all those rubber bushings.
We're going to be replacing the blown out coilovers that are currently on the car with something that's a lot more adjustable.
Moving inside of the car, we're going to update the cockpit with a new steering wheel, shift knob, and handbrake, and a fresh set of seats and harnesses.
Since the car is getting a power upgrade, we're going to replace the stock clutch and flywheel with a stronger one. We're going to replace the blown motor with a fresh one and upgrade the turbo, cams, and boost controller.
To handle that extra power, we're going to replace the ECU with an aftermarket unit and an upgraded fuel system.
With more power, there's more heat, so we're going to upgrade the coolant system with a bigger radiator, bigger fans, and an oil cooler.
And finally, to make this turd look better, we're going to add a carbon fiber hood, wider fenders, and a bigger wheel and tire package to fill them out.
Well, first things first, we are replacing this blown motor that probably has a massive hole in the side of the piston.
Probably, yeah, right down through that thing. Yeah, we decided to keep it with the SR because, you know, common misconception is you need a big motor, big power to go drifting.
Right.
And we want to show that you can do it with, you know, a simple, cheap setup, and it's actually going to be a lot more drivable, at least I feel, with the smaller engine in the car.
Absolutely. I mean, coming from a JZ guy, where I have, you know, JZ in an S chassis, an S13, JZ in my FRSs. I love the big power inline 6-cylinder that the 2JZ produces. A really solid engine setup, but I mean, there are other factors involved, you know. There's the engine weighs a lot more.
Definitely.
It costs a lot more to swap into a car than an SR from an S13.
Yeah, and if you're gonna put a big motor in that, you know, you're adding a lot of weight to the front, but on those pro builds, guys are putting a lot of the weight in the back. They're shifting things around to make their car more balanced. As a grassroots guy going to weekend events, you know, you're adding 2 more cylinders up here. You're really cramming up against the radiator. You're just adding more weight, more heat, less room for fans.
That is the one biggest pain in the ass
Your
with
car
the
always
JZ
overheats.
motors. Is they overheat all the time. It's probably one of the worst things that I have to deal with when I go to local events. I just want to spin some hot laps around the track. It's just I'd pull off every lap and have to freaking wet the damn radiator down half the time just because my radiator's in the front. You just can't get enough cooling in the front there to spin hot laps.
And the other option being a V8, it's the same thing. It adds a lot of weight and a lot of cost. And I feel it's a little unnecessary for a guy that's learning how to drift and trying to go out and just have a good time.
Absolutely. They're all pretty reliable scenarios. The SR people feel a little shaky on because of the rocker setup and the valve train maybe.
Well, I mean, this is the engine we're going with, an SR20. I feel like it's the best setup for his skill level, so let's rip this hunk of crap out.
Let's get to it, man.
Well, we're back for another season of Drift Garage, and I'm pretty pumped on this project.
Going good so far, but I'm sure we're gonna hit some roadblocks.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
So if you got any questions about a motor swap,
Or any questions at all, leave them in the comments below, and also tell us about your idiot moment.